Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
WLFE DB Radio is on Spotify with all its great shows like Across the Pond, Inside the Drag Closet, Step into the Paranormal, Just Cindy, Where's My Sage, Unfiltered Talks with Bryce, Metal Mayhem ROC, Paratalk Radio, Real Talk with Dom, and more. So download the Spotify app today to stay connected to all your WLFE DB Radio shows.
Join the guys of Across the Pond as they discuss everything under the sun and answer all of your burning questions. Now, sit back and get ready for some diversity and delightful conversations.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Across the Pond, the show where friends, both near and far, gather to discuss everything under the sun and answer all of your burning questions. I am one of your American hosts from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Matthew.
Hi everyone, I am Brett, and I'm your British host from London, UK.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeremy Schlee from America as well. I'm co-hosting for Brian, who's still out after his surgery. So,
Yes. Well, hello, guys. How are we doing? How's your week going, Brett?
Yeah, good. I moved house again, and then I had a week off work, so I feel really relaxed and just, yeah, good, thank you. How about you both? How are you, Jeremy?
I'm good. I died earlier this week and then came back to life like Friday, by Friday, so I'm good now. But it was a touch and go there for the first part of the week, so.
Jeremy, so like I worked up until Wednesday, and then I had the rest of the week off because of the Easter holiday. Oh, by the way, happy Easter to everyone who's watching.
Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope you are having a fabulous Easter holiday. It looks, here in Harrisburg anyway, it's a beautiful day out, nice and sunny. I think it's like near 70 degrees, beautiful day out. So thank you to everyone who's watching this and joining us. We appreciate you. But yes, happy Easter holiday. And it was funny because, like I said, we've been, I had been off work the past 4 days. And so Wednesday morning, I went and got my COVID vaccine. If you can get your vaccine, go get vaccinated. Let's end COVID. It's time for that bitch to go home. But yes, I went on Wednesday to get my COVID vaccine, my first dose of I got the Moderna. And Jeremy wakes up Tuesday and he like is coughing and like congested. I'm like, bitch, I'm going tomorrow for the vaccine. Get away from me with your COVID, nasty succubus of disease. Literally. So, but he's good.
How loving is that? How loving is that for your husband to talk about that?
Yeah.
Hey, I was nice. I drove to the grocery store and I bought him Dayquil and NyQuil. So now he's alive.
What's that? Is that like medicine?
Yeah, he took both at the same time. That's why he died. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, for sure.
No, kidding. He
was fed up with you so much, he like took too much of what he wasn't meant to
Yeah,
have.
for sure.
Yeah, don't blame you.
And I had antibiotics too, so in case I needed them.
Well, do you feel better now at least?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. It's like night and day.
Yeah.
But
Good.
the first half of the week though is like I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to get out of bed. My throat was miserable. It was just miserable. It was a miserable time.
Yeah.
I hate feeling sick. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely started out. The week started out rough for him, but glad you're better, Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, and happy last day of Passover. Today's the last day of Passover.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, happy last day of Passover.
For all of my Jewish friends. So
yes, for all of our Jewish viewers and friends and Jeremy, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. It's so bad. Like you'd think being married to a Jewish person, I would know like all the holidays, when they start, when they end, and like I'm just bad. I'm so bad. I'm even bad at birthdays. Like sure, I know when Jeremy's is. He's my husband, but other than that, I'm like, remind me when your birthday is again.
Right.
Like I don't know. But oh my gosh, we have so many people watching already and so many comments.
Hey.
We have Kenny watching, just saying, love y'all. Hey, sluts. Hey, you slut.
Hey, slut.
Hey.
I feel safe saying this, but our number one viewers watching, Liz Clayton Brown. Oh my God. Hello, beautiful bitches. I've missed you.
Yeah, Liz, where were you last week? Literally, you're slipping.
Yeah.
You're not even number 1 now. You're like number 5.
She was busy. She was busy.
You've been dethroned, girl. You've been dethroned.
Liz,
Let's-
who? Who's Liz?
Yeah. Girl, we don't know you. We're going to have to learn who you are again.
Yeah.
Kenny said, Jeremy, cute headphones.
Thanks.
Got them
mine
from
as well. Do you like mine?
Got them from Brian.
Yes, Brett. I almost thought they were the same as Jeremy's, but yours are like navy and his are like teal almost.
I like yours actually. They're like like a more bright. Oh, they're Beats as well. Oh, I love a
they're
good beat.
Beats. Yeah.
Mine's Sony.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy got his from Brian, who, speak of the devil, hey, you fucking dumb factors. Hey, Brian.
Hey, swollen face. How's it going?
I still
Girl,
can't
how-
get over that photo where I thought it was his actual lips.
Oh my God.
I know. I thought that was. I was like, girl, they injected your lips while they were in there.
Oh
They
my
just stuck
God.
a
no.
liter full of like
Yeah.
filler in there. I was like, that literally, that is Matthew's like, hi, yeah, I want these lips when he
Yeah.
goes.
Can I get what's going on in this picture? Yeah. I don't care how much it costs. Just plump them up like this big. Like I just want my lips to be like this. You can't see my face. My lips are just overpowering it.
You literally want Sophie Anderson lips.
Literally, I do. Oh my God. But speaking of Brian, and you're watching, girl, we have a funny ass story to tell you. So yesterday, my brother and his wife were here to like have dinner, and we did like a bonfire. Anywho, so they were here, and I think it was the one picture Brian maybe put on Facebook or something like that, and my brother and his wife pulled it up on their phone, and our one friend was like, "Oh my God, who's that?" And they were like, "Oh, it's our friend Brian." And it was when he was really swollen. They were like, "Holy fuck, he gained a lot of weight."
Snapchat. Yeah, it was Snapchat.
Okay, so Brian, we ain't the fat ones.
And then my sister-in-law, she had said, "Oh my God, no, he just had surgery and he's swollen," because my brother and sister-in-law's friend had no idea that he had surgery and hasn't seen him in like months and months, and apparently said this because thought Brian gained all this weight, and that's why his face was so huge. Oh my God, it was fun. I was dying laughing. What
It
is
was Mary, Brian.
Oh yeah, Brian was married. He said, "I'm fucking dead by that." STFU. Oh my gosh. So, oh my God, I can't even keep up with these comments. Kenny says, "Scar, your lashes and brows are on point." Thanks, fuck-proof mascara from Jeffrey. And Brian, girl, your brows. But well, we have so many comments coming in. We'll get to them, but we have to get to our topic for today and bring out our guest this week. So
Yep.
who's excited for our guest? Brett, you know,
I know him.
Oh. Huh?
he's someone we know, I guess. I don't know. But Brett, you never met him, have you? Is this your first time?
Who, bitch? No, I don't know him. I'm going to tell you why I don't know him. Like, who? No shade, I just don't know him. No. I don't think I have met our guests, actually. I think there's been like a few Facebook comments, but that's about it, really. Like,
Yeah, I don't think you guys got to meet yet. Well,
yeah.
now you can, and you can ask them all the questions about our topic this week. So our topic this week is going to be about the service industry, more so restaurants, because our guest works in a restaurant. He is the general manager of one. We're not going to say which one because we want to get sued, and we don't want his ass fired. Girl needs to pay rent just like the rest of us. So we are going to bring out our guest this week from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who also happens to be my drag child. My first one. So let's welcome to the show, Logan Schneider. Hey, girl.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. How's life? How is your week? What's new?
Life's great. It's a beautiful 60-ish, 70 degrees out right now. I'm spending Easter with my family, which happy Easter, everybody. spending Easter with them in Harrisburg, so I'm actually right down the road. It's great. I'm Logan. I am 27. I am an Aquarius, and I've been in restaurants for almost 10 years now. So long ass time.
Since you were a little baby.
Because I was a little baby. I had hair.
I love food. Literally, a restaurant would be.
I love food.
I love food. No, literally, a restaurant would be my worst place to work, and I would want to eat all the food, especially if it's good food. It's like, as long as it's not like one of those places that on that Gordon Ramsay restaurant rescue. Have you seen those where he goes in there, they're like dirty shitholes, and they have like lobster that's like 2 weeks out of date, and it's like they're serving it. But
run into that problem, but yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I like eating. That's why
I love food,
restaurants, and that's why I'm fat. So,
amen.
You might not know who this comedian is, but do you know who you remind me of? Do you know Matt Lucas?
The name sounds familiar.
So do you know Little Britain?
No.
Yeah. I'll take it. If I can look famous, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I look
only
famous.
because he has a bald head. That's it.
I'll take it. I don't care.
Oh, you're bald. You look like him. So basically, what Brett's saying is everybody who's bald looks alike.
No, because he loves food as well. So I was like, oh, you're quite similar. Like, yeah.
Oh, and he is gay too, right?
Yeah, he's like,
I
think so.
Oh my God. Thanks for the picture, Brett. Listen, he does look like Matt Lucas.
Thanks, Liz. You're now, forget number 5, you're now number 4.
Just one spot. You're gonna really have to work to get back to number 1, girl.
Yeah.
You miss one show when you automatically move down in the fan rankings, so you're no longer in the top 8. You're almost out of the top 8, lady.
Literally.
You like Mariah's career pretty much not in the top 10 anymore, so.
Oh,
girl. Yikes, he's in danger.
Ouchie. Oh
my gosh. We have a comment for Logan with lots of black hearts from Heather Lee.
Oh, Heather.
Oh, she looks pretty in her
she does in the picture.
Hot bitch.
Yeah. Look at you, girl. Go ahead. So, getting now that our guest is here and we
get into it.
We're getting to it. Well, let's go around. Jeremy, you can go first. Is there anything you would like to ask Logan about the service industry?
What is the worst thing you have found in a restaurant, either food or otherwise?
Ooh.
Okay. I mean, when I go to restaurants now, I try to be understanding, but I also am picky because I know kind of like the overall expectations, I guess. But I have literally had a cockroach come across one of my tables in a restaurant before.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
So that's always a good yeah. That's probably like the worst like visual thing, I guess. But like everybody's had, bad servers, bad food, kind of stuff. But like that is like the standout thing in my mind that I will never forget.
I went to Bali a couple of years ago, and I was in a restaurant in Bali, and there was cockroaches everywhere. We sat down, and I was like, okay. I turned to my friend, and I was like, yeah, there's a cockroach over there. He was like, I literally was about to say the same thing, but there's one next to him as well. And there was literally we saw about 4 more in the space of about 30 seconds. So we were like, yeah, we're out of here. And they all.
But isn't that common? I think it would be common there, though.
Yeah, but
more of the tropical climate.
Yeah, but they're literally. Oh no, I couldn't. Like me, I went on holiday when I was younger. There was a cockroach under my bed. It took me half an hour to sweep it up and chuck it out the window. But I can't. I literally, I screamed the house down it was obviously before my balls had dropped because literally I screamed like a little girl.
Even now, it would probably be loud.
I literally screamed like a little girl. Yeah. Hands. Anyone who knows me will know my hands flap, everything goes. Yeah. It was.
I'm sure.
I literally wanted to die because it was underneath my bed, and it was under. Yeah. And
You know what? this is probably damn too late. We're too far into the episode to quit now. But like, this is gonna make me never want to eat at a restaurant ever again. Because I'm the type of person that's like, I don't want to like. You see those YouTube videos and those Facebook videos people share, and they're like, oh, there's like this person who spit in my food, or there's this cockroach or whatever. And like, I'm like, I don't want to watch them because I'm sure it happens here and there more than we think or want to think. So I tried to like not like watch and see that stuff. So I think that like, oh, this food is holier than now, and it's going to be amazing, delicious, and yummy. But I'm sure like, obviously we all have stories and stuff like that's happened before. So like, I still want to know about it. I just like to know. Like I just want to be like, oh my god, this food was literally picked out of a garden and then made right there for just me.
Right for me, yeah.
Rush the order that's like tableside restaurants. It's like, I know it's fresh.
Have you ever had any sort of like Karen come in? Like, you know Karen,
What?
like
Oh, Karen.
He gets
Yeah.
lots of Karen. Oh, honey.
Oh,
it's
Start
good
with me, Karen. Start with me. Come on, I would love a Karen to start with me because I would not give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
like, Karen, shut the fuck up, bitch. You're not my like, it's not a bitch.
it's tough because obviously, like, people can only take so much when they're dealt with that kind of stuff. But I mean, it happens all the time. There's different levels of Karen. There's I ordered this a certain way, it came out a different way type of Karen, and then there's the like full on I want to speak to the manager, like big hair Karens, which
How I see a Karen is the one who has the sort of hair going like that, a bit like Matthew's, just a bit longer. The little Yorkie Terrier dog, and they smoke menthols. That is literally how I imagine a Karen to be like. But it must be like a struggle though, because at least if someone has a go at me who's like a Karen, I can have a go back. But like, it must be a bit annoying that you literally have to sort of almost bite your tongue because you're at work.
Yeah, and that's, I think that's one of the hardest parts about being in, like, I mean, I guess any job really, but like the service industry specifically is you kind of have to just like grin and bear it and just like deal with it. And that's the hardest, I'd say that's probably the hardest part is, getting yelled at and screamed at about the most minuscule thing. And you just have to sit there like, I'm sorry, like my bad. When it's just, people need to know how to talk to people.
Literally. I have to applaud people who work in the service industry because y'all have like the most patience. Like people can make a list of like workers like in certain industries who have the most patience. I'm sorry, but like restaurant people will always be number one, always. And a close second will be call center workers because I don't know how people do it. Like I know when I get the spam calls, I'm like using every curse word in the book and every single I say to them. So like I don't know how people do that job. And then with the restaurant industry, like obviously it sucks, but like Logan, it's the oh, this is gonna rhyme. Logan, it's the slogan. But like obviously the customer's always right. So like you said, like they're like, oh, this is how I ordered it, and they send it back or whatever, But like there are some of those people who are just like complete dicks about it for no reason at all, and then you have to basically bite your tongue and be like, sorry, yeah, we'll fix that, and be like, even though they're being a complete asshole to you, you have to be the nicest person to them. And I don't know how I don't know how they do it. I remember when we were in Florida, I was me and Brian actually, we got this job together because we could carpool because he didn't have a car at the time, so we were taking my car, and it was a call center job. And in the meantime, I was looking for other jobs because I'm used to working in healthcare. I was looking for other jobs. And literally we had a month of training first before we could have our own desk and headset to do like calls or whatever. And the last week of training, I luckily, thank gosh, I got a call for a for a healthcare job because we were on this one call. Like we had headphones on, we were connected to the person who was already working so we could hear their call to see how they deal with it. And like on the computer to see like where they went to answer the question. And this one girl got this call, and this guy was like screaming and cursing at her. I'm like, nope, I quit. Bye.
It wasn't my brother, was it? It was he loves to scream down the phone. He quite often will be on the phone screaming, "Legal department now!" No, legit, he did that once in front of me. Me and his partner were like,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just couldn't. Like, I mean,
Oh my
obviously,
God.
like, there's like someone like me. Like, if there's like a telemarketer who's constantly like, we all have them, the ones that call every fucking day. Like,
Every day.
you're like, leave me alone. But like, someone who's just trying to call you and do their job, you're like, hey, you forgot to pay this bill, and then the person turns around and like rips them a new one. No, I couldn't do that. Nope.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like we said, you know, it's biting your tongue and just kind of dealing with it. I mean, obviously there comes a point when like, sorry, I'm not going to deal with this. Like, I've had people like swear at my servers and swear at, you know, my hosts and call them like cunts and bitches, like to their face, to like 18-year-old girls, like
Wow.
just because they're like, oh, sorry, like you waited 5 extra minutes than what we, you know, told you were going to wait. Like, for like those reasons, and it's like it's just ridiculous the way that if people can feel they can talk to other people in that kind of environment. Like it's like kind of people feel like they're below them, and that's why they can talk to them that way.
Has it gotten worse since you, of course, you've been doing this for a long time, so I'm sure it's gotten worse because of the pandemic, right?
Oh yeah,
Because I'm sure you're getting. I know from you, talking to you that you're getting a lot of call-in orders. So I'm sure that has been the case, right?
Yeah, definitely. And you know, we've in Pennsylvania, we've gone from, you know, going takeout only to limited capacity to takeout only to limited capacity, like back and forth, and it's been hard on everybody. But you know, there's just so much more now that you have to enforce. Like, you know, in Pennsylvania, there's restrictions with seating capacity. There's restrictions with alcohol service. Like, you can't order alcohol unless you have food. Like those kind of things, and just people just make the biggest scenes because of that. And you know, especially like don't enforcing masks. So that's the whole nother.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
I would be the fattest bitch ever because I would literally just order so much food. I would literally be like, I want to drink something, let's buy a portion of chips. I want to drink, let's buy a portion of chips. me and my friends, we went out for brunch. And we were loving brunch. So I went out with a bunch of friends and we ate a lot, had a few drinks, went to go and eat somewhere. And they were like, yeah, unfortunately, you need to order some food. And we just looked at each other like, what? So we ended up having to get like 3 portions of chips to keep us going. To like having to force feed us the chip. To be fair, they were quite nice chips. You know, they were like proper chips, none of these like frozen chips. These are like proper chips. I was like, oh, I quite like these. I ate them. And I went home like a fat bitch.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That's why like I'm glad I'm not like, how can I say it? Like, I'm glad I'm not like going out and drinking or anything like during this pandemic. Like, I've been like, if I drink, I try to do it like at home or something. You know what I mean? So like, you can like have it at your house, have as much as you want. You have to worry about going home. You're already home. You know, you don't have to worry about ordering food to go with you. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, I just like, it's just like going, you know, back to, you know, what you were saying, Logan, with like the customer thinking that like the server or the cook or whoever in that restaurant is below them is like become so, like with this pandemic, I'm sure it's become even worse because people are thinking like, oh, well, this is like, you know, now that things are closed and lockdowns and being stuck inside, me being able to go out of my house to a restaurant, this is even more. It's like eating out has always been, you know, obviously you get taxed and stuff like that, as opposed to going to the grocery store for your own food. So a luxury. So I'm sure people now even think like, oh, pandemic, lockdown, now I'm allowed to go out. This is even more of a luxury. Oh, you're just making my food, do your job. Like, and that mindset is just shitty. Like at the end of the day, these people are, even before a pandemic, now you have that on top of it, are out working their asses off and like risking their lives now with this pandemic to fucking make you a fucking burger and fries when your fat ass could just go to the store and buy a bag of French fries or a burger and make it yourself. Like,
But it's not the same, Matthew. It's not the same, you know. No, it doesn't taste the same if you make it yourself and if someone else does. No, it's true though. There's just something to it when some restaurant does it. There's just something, I don't know what it is, but it does. Like, you could cook the same meal at home, it just wouldn't taste the same or feel the same, or it just.
I guess it would be the type of it's for me. It's the type of cuisine, but like if it's a burger and fries like that, I can do that at home. I don't need to worry about it.
Cook, so I'd probably give
but when it comes to like Chinese or something like that, it's a different story. That's when I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll order out.
Oh, yeah.
Before I'll make
I mean, I'm sure there's certain food items that we all would rather like eat out or buy from a restaurant or something like that, as opposed to making ourselves at home. So,
yeah, I'm the same way. Like like I said, I don't go out to eat a lot. Like I like to use DoorDash and stuff like that, and that's a whole nother ballgame because people complain about cold food and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, we're not in the restaurant, so of course it can be a little cold.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's this balance of like understanding, but also kind of like having, I guess, high expectations of restaurants.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense. Oh my God. But let's see. So, Aurora's watching. Hey guys.
Hey.
She said it's all my favorites are one screen. Oh, don't lie to Brett like that.
I know.
Poor Brian.
Yes!
He's obviously not her favorite.
Obviously. So I wanted to point out, since we're just talking about this. First of all, Debbie, our lovely neighbor's watching. Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
Says, I was in restaurant business for 25 years and never allowed anyone to degrade me or employees. I would tell them to leave. They weren't welcome.
Yeah.
Grab him by the ear and drag him out.
Literally. Grab that Karen by her fluffy fucking bangs and throw her out the door.
And stamp on her face.
You ever had to kick somebody out of your restaurant?
Oh, numerous times. Like I said before, I've had people call my servers cunts, bitches, people like that. I had very recently there was a guy that was literally standing right outside in our kind of waiting area and was calling people that were coming out and walking in with masks on. He was calling them all faggots.
Oh gosh.
For no reason. This guy, I don't even know who this guy was. I've had, before I was a manager, I had I worked at a mall, and there was a guy that came in and got into it with my manager at the time and literally took his shirt off in the restaurant, trying to fight my manager.
What?
Yeah. And then the cops came and all security came or whatever, sat him outside, and then his wife and kids were walking up. I guess they're meeting him at the mall, and he's just sitting there handcuffed, shirtless.
Idiot.
Bye.
His wife must be like, what the fuck? I leave you for 5 minutes and you're shirtless in the mall.
There's a lot of crazy people.
She's like, I went back to the car to grab the damn diaper bag, and you're in jail. What is going on? What happened?
And you're shirtless?
But next time you're going back to get the nappies.
Literally.
Right.
Literally. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, there was another good comment here. Liz pointed out that TJ Rockwell's a Mechanicsburg is horrible. So if you're watching, don't go there. I don't know what's horrible about it, but she said it is.
That's us getting sued. That's going to be us getting sued by them now.
I know. Slander.
Full disclaimer: we do not hate any of the restaurants listed in the comments section.
We love
early
them.
the viewers.
Yeah.
But Brian, hope you're still watching. Kenny said working at Dunkin' Donuts for 8 years. LOL, not fun at all. Yeah, because you didn't fucking stir Brian's mocha in his damn drink.
Yeah.
Starbucks. And
the one thing that you could do, you don't do. Come on.
I applaud anybody who works as a barista or anything, because that is a whole nother level of crazy.
Especially when it's busy and you've got numerous coffees, teas, whatever you got to make. It's just I don't know how to do it. This is crazy. 1 minute you're making a latte, next minute you're doing a milkshake, next thing you're doing
and
a hot chocolate.
And the crazy people who have like, yeah, I want like a venti, but like I want 2 ice cubes and 2 pumps and 1 shot and decaf and like they list this
fuck
stuff. I'm
off.
like,
You have what you give them.
girl.
You. And every time
Logan, that's Logan's order.
No, I'm simple. Always cold brew, always. Unless
Oh, yep. See, Brian. Yeah, my mocha wasn't stirred, bitch. Brian, Kenny said, "Shut the fuck up, slut."
Brian doesn't have a picture on his profile. I think we need to put up
Brian
that
doesn't.
picture from Snapchat.
He got
Enough anyway,
blocked
I'm sure.
on Facebook for 3 days because of a
Really?
comments. Yeah, he did. He was texting. That's why the phones and stuff are going off.
Wait.
But yeah, he got blocked.
He was literally just watching on Facebook
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, and now he's on
He
YouTube.
got-
Hi, girl.
Yeah,
because he got blocked.
I told him he should go to. I told him to go to YouTube because he got blocked on Facebook. So
Oh my gosh, that's so. Are you kidding me? I was blocked for calling Cody.
now you're gonna be blocked on YouTube. You're gonna be blocked on YouTube.
Fucking hell.
Anymore.
Well, I guess I can no longer call people cows on Facebook, even if it's true.
They're just owls. They're just a bunch of owls with a silent C at the beginning.
Yeah. In all honesty, to everyone who's going to watch this later or listen to this later, Cody is one of our best friends, and as we're all friends here, cow, slut, whore, we all call each other that. We don't mean it.
Yeah.
We don't mean that in a mean way. It's the gay community. Listen, you need to know about the gay community before you can't just come in, read comments, you can't and be a keyboard Karen and make decisions, because at the end of the day, if your gay best friend comes up and says hi to you, there is clearly something wrong with that person.
Yeah, for
Something
real.
is wrong. They're having a terrible day. Now, if they come up to you and
They're
say,
being held hostage. Okay, they're being held hostage if they say hi.
"Oh yeah," if your gay best friend says hi to you, they are clearly
Call 911 or 999.
Yeah, they're about to offer you a ransom note. They probably have cancer. Something is wrong with them. Like, it is not
Right.
normal. Now, if they walk up and they're like, "Hey, you fucking fat slut, you look ugly," oh, they're having the best day ever. They love you the most. Like, this is how gays talk to each other, especially
like
gay friends.
literally on our WhatsApp, we have a message group. Me, Brian, and
I'm
Matthew.
just waiting for comments to pop up.
And we literally just be like, "Hey slags, hey slag, hey whore." Literally.
Accurate.
There's never hi everyone, hi guys. We would literally be like, "What the fuck? Like, what is up with you?"
My first text from Matthew this morning was, "Hey, whore."
Yeah, right. Hey, Howard, how you doing? So we have Amber watching, and thank you for watching, Amber. Happy Easter. She said, "I'll never understand why people act like an asshole in a restaurant or fast food, or even Sheets, like
Right.
STFU. They make your food. It's asking for spit and everything else added." For real.
Oh my god! There was this video.
Mm-mm.
There was this video on Facebook of this woman who's obviously maybe had a shitty customer, and they ordered a hot dog in a bun. She basically put her leg on the side. She got the hot dog sausage, stuck it up herself, and then put it in a bun and served it.
No, she didn't. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
She legit
That's-
was using it as like a dildo, stuck it up there, put it in a bun, and served it.
That's one way
No.
to
And-
go.
I don't agree that she should have done it, but it's still funny.
Girl, and see, that's my fear. At the end of the day, like, if someone brings, like, okay, if I ordered like a cheeseburger and you brought me out a pizza, okay, I'm gonna say something. You gave me the completely wrong item. But if it comes out and it's a little cold, or like there's lettuce on it, what lettuce? Okay, I can take the lettuce off. You can eat a cold item. It's not gonna kill you. Like, I'm not gonna complain about little dumb things like that, because I don't know if it's gonna go back to the kitchen and someone's gonna blow their nose into my cheeseburger and give it back to me. Like, no, I don't want that to happen.
That's like a huge misconception, though. Like about the movie Waiting and stuff. Like, literally paints the worst picture of restaurant industry because perfect. Because nobody's gonna, like, at least any restaurant that I've seen or been in, no one's gonna like spit in your food or anything like that, because, like, especially in today's day and age, like, you can like get in a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah.
You could lose your license now for something like that. So
Yeah.
So no thanks.
Right. But growing up, well, when I was before I joined the military, I worked for Kmart, and there was a Taco Bell in our parking lot, and that Taco Bell was synonymous for having extra flavoring added by male employees to just anybody. It was just like, and then they finally caught the person doing it. He was
Was he hot, though?
arrested, and like it was a mess. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But
Oh,
when
yeah.
I started working there, they were like, "Don't go to Taco Bell. Just don't eat at Taco Bell until the kid got arrested." You know, but
how did they know? Like, how did they know that?
I don't know. I think one of the other employees turned him in, but I don't know. I just
how
do
did they
not
know
know.
he was doing it before to say don't eat there? Like,
Because
like,
people were witness to it, and they were telling other people.
oh, what? So
not to eat
they
there.
saw him doing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like his buddies and yeah.
I happen to like my tacos with extra sour cream. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Some randos
I love
extra
that
sour
sauce.
cream.
Oh my god.
It's a man sauce.
Ew, wait. Liz
Get a
Clayton
special
Brown.
vote.
I don't even eat my husband's sauce. Stop. No.
God.
Listen, Liz is moving up. She's getting her numbers back, Brett.
Yeah, three.
She went from 4 to 3. So.
She's at 3 now. She's getting there.
She's getting there.
Let's see. Oh gosh, there's so many comments. Let's see. Oh, Amber said, Logan, I missed the beginning. Do you own your own restaurant?
I do not. I work in a restaurant. It is
Yeah.
not mine.
She's up there in the rankings, but it ain't hers.
Not mine. Not there yet.
I feel like Amber's watched before. I feel like I recognise
She
her
has.
surname.
She also
has.
watches Inside the Drag Closet. So thank
Oh.
you, girl, for watching all the good shows out there. Not saying like anything else on the radio station's not good.
There is some other really good shows on WLFE, definitely.
Yes.
I was watching
Thank
some
you for
actually over
watching.
the last week because I've been
Yeah.
off work. They've been really
Thank you for
good.
watching multiple shows. Our radio station support us all.
Everyone knows.
Check them out as well. Check out WLFE DB Radio. There's some really good shows on there. Check them out.
Yeah, check them out. And speaking of that, Dominic, who
Hey!
hey, how
Dominic.
yo? He said, "Yo, brothers," who has Real Talk with Dom Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So he was watching. I don't know if he still is. But he was watching. So yeah, let's see. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, I can't keep
So
up
many
with all-
comments.
I know. Amber said, "Matthew, look adorable today. Very spring-like, and I love the 5 o'clock shadow." I know, right? She's giving you androgynous. Okay.
Forget the rest of us then, Amber.
Sorry,
I know, right?
Brett.
It's
Try,
like-
try a little harder, Brett.
Amber's so down on the list. She doesn't even make the A list.
Oh my
Or the D
god.
list, Z list star.
Oh, Brian said the worst is finding a hair on my Caesar salad.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, but is it a normal hair or is it a curly hair?
We don't want to know.
That's the other thing too. It's always funny, like when somebody complains about hair in their food or whatever. 9 times out of 10, it's their own damn hair. But it's even funnier when it's like one of the cooks who like is either bald or like has like their hat on or like super short hair. I'm like, well, it wasn't me.
No, of course it's you. You have a special wig in the kitchen where you pull a single hair out and you stick it in the food.
Why do I have this
Oh,
16-inch long hair in my food? And you're like,
Yeah,
look at this.
You see this?
It's my last one.
None of it.
It's not mine. Oh, Amber said, "Stop. You all look great."
All right,
Thanks,
okay,
Amber.
Here you go. Here you go, Brett. You are You are everything and could never look anything but fabulous. Aurora says.
Oh,
She's
Aurora.
lying.
I love Aurora.
Full disclosure, Brett. It is Easter. She's drunk on Fireball. She's lying to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Ew.
you should know she lies to you all the time.
Logan's back
No,
there.
girl. She's as smooth as a dolphin.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so next question, which is actually from Brian. He said, "What's the worst thing y'all found in your food?"
Oh, school dinners, the chef hair was always in it, and it wasn't one or two either. It was like literally like he just shaved his back over the dinner plate.
Ooh. Would you? It's like an
Literally, I've
olive
never
with some
vomited
cheese
so
on your
much.
salad. They just shave their arm hair right over your salad.
No, it was like it was like that much. It was like he just did this like over the hair and a shake, like. Ugh.
That's foul.
And it was literally, I never wanted to vomit so much in school. Literally, I literally every day was like, oh, I can't physically even look at that plate because there was just so much hair on it.
Yeah.
And also, he wasn't like he was like
It wasn't a sexy school chef.
It's like,
it was like Santa Claus. It's like Santa Claus, like just
Okay.
with, yeah.
Jesus, that's
I, like I don't think that I've ever like found anything in my food. I mean, I've been lucky in that. I mean, the cockroach across the table wasn't in the food. But
Yeah, I've never had anything in my food either. Not that I've ever found, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm like what you were saying earlier, Logan. I've never had anything in my food. Like it might have been a hair like before, but like most of the times it was like my own, honestly, or like a dog hair or whatever. Like because it was something I made here at home, Brett. So then that way,
I was
like,
gonna say, what the fuck do you eat?
yeah, no, not from a restaurant at home. But yeah, that's the worst. Thank gosh. Hopefully it stays that way. Knock on wood. Like I don't get any like.
people who watch this,
I have
they put it in there. Food.
I have found bacon in my food. That's like probably the worst thing for me. But other than that, yeah, nothing.
Yeah, true. Oh my gosh, Amber was saying, funny story. The one I made meatloaf, I used diced onion. I mixed air and my nail broke off. I looked all around for it. I never found it. Then she says, then we were eating dinner. I told the kids, you may bite on an onion or a fingernail. Here it ended up my piece of meatloaf.
Well, at least it was in your zone, not like the kids. Because the kids
Right,
could
right.
on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my
Just check
god.
yourself. Like sometimes that's hot.
And
Still,
Yeah.
that's gross.
and I could, yeah, that would suck. Like, could you imagine like having like? But I'm assuming that like Logan, I'm assuming in the service industry, you probably don't allow like anybody like working with food to have like, you know, those crazy ass like long
We should
nails.
have gloves on. Do they not wear gloves?
Yeah.
They do, yeah. So like, I know some restaurants are different, but like mine, you have to wear gloves when you're handling food. Like you can't have like in the kitchen, you can't wear jewelry. Like the only thing that you can have is like a wedding ring. So like to avoid like those types of things falling in food. So I know like, you know, where I work, it's very like strict like that. I don't, you know, smaller like mom and pop places might not be the same way though.
Right.
Yeah.
Those long like acrylics, like
Right.
out as a garnish.
She's in the kitchen cutting up the vegetables with her nails.
Forget a knife. Yeah, forget a knife. It's literally just like that.
Yeah, she's just chopping up lettuce. Right. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we are about halfway through the show, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. Everyone who's watching is going to tune in later, either or. If you have any questions, ask us, Logan specifically. Please put them in the comments, and we will get to them. But we will be right back after our commercial break.
WLFE-DB.com, where you can find vodcast shows, podcasts, and more, like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Paratalk Radio, Just Cindy, and more. So go check out WLFE-DB.com, where talk radio is a whole lot better. Our shows are your shows, and that there makes for a great talk radio.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Brie, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Ted Van Son Jr. is a seasoned investigator and well-versed in the ways of paranormal investigation. He is now ready to share his ideas and unique approach with all of you. flashlight, recorder, and comfortable shoes. Hit the ground running as you follow this easy step-by-step guide to a fun and thorough paranormal investigation, perfect for first-time and lightly seasoned investigators. Think outside the paranormal box. Learn all about the technology and techniques used back in the early days of paranormal investigation. You can find these valuable resources online at Goodreads, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and Amazon. Get yours today.
Hi, I'm Jenna Grover. In the world of fashion, we get lost in the cost. Everyone wants that special piece of quality jewelry, but they can't afford it. Not on my watch. I sell handmade quality jewelry for a fraction of the price, and that includes jewelry made of sea glass, natural stone, crystal beads, glass beads, Bigfoot jewelry, and more. If you don't see what you want, email me, because I make custom jewelry too. Check out my website at gbythesea.com. Also, you can email me at jewelry@gbythesea.com.
You're listening to WLFE DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Across the Pond. Brett, you've never looked better. To everyone watching today's episode, happy Easter. Thank you for joining us. If you're just tuning in or you're going to be tuning in shortly, today we are talking about the service industry and restaurants. So we have our lovely guest down this way. Yes, down over here. Logan, yes, who was a general manager of a restaurant that we cannot say because we don't want to get sued or Logan fired. So he just works at a restaurant. We're just saying that. But yes, welcome back to the show. So I was going to ask, we've been talking about nightmares so far, I guess, for lack of better words, in the service industry and restaurants. But what is your favorite thing about working in a restaurant?
There's a lot of pros and cons to it. I think the best thing for me personally is I went to school, I went to college for 2 years to be a teacher, and decided I didn't want to do that because teachers need to make more money. But I get to do what I love, and that's developing people and growing people's careers and stuff. Me personally, I've promoted almost 10 of my team members to management type positions or something. It's just kind of seeing your kids grow up. That's how I treat all of my team members, is they're my kids. So seeing them blossom and do really great things is a huge win for me. I'm a proud parent.
That's awesome. So do you have any, if somebody that works with you goes to school to do anything, if they were to go to school to be a chef or whatever, does your company pay for that person? How does that work?
We don't. I know there are some places that do. Those are kind of more the higher end fine dining type places that will pay for it.
Okay.
We don't pay for schooling or anything like that. But we do have good benefits and stuff like that, which is nice. But yeah, we don't pay for schooling and stuff. But it's good because again, even you don't really have to go to school if you want to move up with the company, which is awesome. So no student debt, anything like that, and we pay well too. So it's nice.
Yeah, nice. Welcome, Brett. Welcome back, Brett. However, we liked you before when it was just the white wall. You look better then.
In the messy room.
In a messy room, yeah. You looked good then.
Oh my God, don't judge me. Okay, I moved in 3 days ago, okay? At least, my room may be messy, but at least my whole life isn't.
My life is not messy, girl.
She's clean.
In the last 2 months, I haven't moved 3 times.
Oh! And I do.
Honey, I've been upgrading, okay? Not downgrading, okay? I've been upgrading.
Okay.
Moving up.
Keep telling yourself that.
I just walk up my front door and I know I'm upgrading. I've gone from an hour and a half commute to work to an hour, and now my commute to work is 6 minutes, okay?
Yes, love that. Oh my gosh. I've
got time to do the walk of shame home, shower, and change before work every morning if I want to.
Plenty of time. Plenty. I was waiting for you to come back, Brett, because Liz had said that.
Oh, wow. What's Liz said now?
It's funny. First of all, she said, no one likes a curly whirly in their mouth.
Dental floss.
Dental floss. But she said after that, in all caps, read my curly whirly comment. Damn it, I need to move up.
Okay, you, Liz, you went up. You now back down.
Oh no. Yeah.
So close.
Oh, Amber. So we have 2 questions that just came in. First, we'll ask this to Brett first. But Amber said, "What do you do for work?"
So
no comment, right?
I just so I am a personal assistant. I just can't say what industry just because it's sensitive.
Sensitive.
Yeah, I don't like if I mention work and work find out, I can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really. I don't feel like I should have really asked my boss permission to do this podcast. That's how extreme they are. But I didn't. My manager was like, if you don't mention work, you don't have to, in a way. So, but I'm a personal assistant for a very high-profile organisation that gets scrutinised a lot. That's about it. That's my biggest sort of hint. It's very high-profile. Like my ultimate boss doesn't. My ultimate boss has really bad haircuts. That's a really big hint. But that's what I'm saying.
You're gonna keep talking, and you're gonna dig yourself into a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. So, like, I would just stop talking right now.
Yeah. Let's just put the lid on it and say that Brett does not work for Donald Trump. Thank gosh.
Not Donald Trump. No.
So it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Well, no.
Hi,
Hi, boss. If you see this in my disciplinary hearing in like 2 weeks, please HR, don't sack me.
Also, yeah, we need Brett to keep his job because he still needs to move about 4 more times. So let him keep his job.
Yeah.
Keep
Through
talking.
the month of April.
3 more times? He needs to do what?
You need to move 4 more times.
Do what?
So keep your job.
Oh, honey, I am moving 1 more time, and I'm moving to the top neighborhood in London. Really expensive. Like, I want to live life. I'm 24. I don't live like where I lived before was dead quiet. It was like your sort of neighborhood, old people neighborhood. I want to live where like young, fun, hot people live.
And pay what, £40,000 a month for rent for your 1-bedroom apartment?
Oh, honey, like. If you want to pay for that, you can pay for me to live somewhere like that. If you want.
What? Okay.
You must sell your keep up.
You need to find a sugar daddy for that one, old man.
It is nowhere near. It is literally nowhere near 40 grand a month. Even I can't afford that.
Yeah, that's too much.
Oh,
I'll be like, no, gotta go somewhere else.
Imagine a swimming pool.
All right. Well, Liz, I probably
if there's a sugar daddy out there who wants to pay my £40,000 a month rent,
hit up Brett.
You know, right? Hit up Brett.
Yeah, like a sugar daddy. He's a multi-millionaire. Hit me up.
Yeah,
I'll send you those feet pics.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that would be my job.
I just can't. I can't even. But we're about to. We'll let Brett decide. I'm sorry for reading this comment, Liz. I don't know what number you're going to be on our list anymore of fans, but she did say Brett's a bitch for important people. He is, though.
Facts are facts.
True.
Facts.
Actually, they're my bitches.
They're my bitches.
No, to be fair, in my line of work, I do meet some interesting people.
Yeah. That's good, though.
Sure.
But what was this?
No.
So Liz's other question was, what is the funniest excuse you've ever gotten from an employee and gave them a free pass because it was so fucking funny?
Oh my goodness!
Nothing comes to mind for me, but what makes me laugh the most is when people are just completely honest, especially if they're late. They're like, "I'm just late because that's who I am as a person." I'm like, fair, okay. I'd rather take that than some made up extravagant lie of my cousin's hamster's uncle died.
My cousin's hamster's uncle's car had a flat tire and I couldn't get to work.
Literally, I've gotten the ringer with
his real in his my hamster's like ankle died. The wheel in it, like sort of the what do they thing they run on in hamster cage broke. my friend gave an excuse. He went to school one day because his hamster died. And he should turn around and like, yeah, but I'm swear you used that same excuse like 2 weeks ago, and he'd forgotten about it.
But to be fair,
So he kept using
hamsters
the same
do
excuse.
quite.
So his mum. No, he got detention. He got detention. So his mum literally just turned around and said, "Right, next time, just don't use the hamster excuse. Like, if you're gonna come up with something, at least think someone junior's not fucking dumb." So, damn.
But hamsters can die,
Like,
quickly.
Maybe his hamster died and then later came back as a zombie.
He used the same name and he's had the same picture of it like 2 weeks apart. It's like, well, honey, you had the same hamster with the same colouring, the same name, died 2 weeks ago. It's like, yeah, no. To be fair,
I guess that's that excuse.
we were like 8 at the time.
Oh, okay.
But I'm my main excuse is I'm late.
Yeah.
That's my main excuse for work. Is I'm just late, and now I've got no reason to be late because I live 6 minutes away, which is scary. Like, I can never be late again.
True. You're like right there, like literally.
So I like having an extra. Literally, I'm like the second closest. Well, because I live with a colleague. I'm literally like the third closest person to my work.
Okay.
And I'm
So
6
note to
minutes away,
self.
so there's 3 of us who can't be late.
Yeah. Note to self, Brett. You can't call and be like, "It's all right. I'm the work
At
day.
least-
My hamster's getting married." They won't.
Oh my
they won't
god!
let you,
Wait,
they won't let you off for that.
No, so
If you
normally
use
it's like I missed a train. Now it's like it used to be like I missed a train. Now it's like, oh my god, the traffic light keeps red. It's not green yet. I can't cross. That's literally my new excuse. I can't cross the road because it's not green.
That's why you never live close to work.
Yeah.
No, my friend was like, "Are you gonna Uber to work?" Because I live about 3 streets away from work. They're like, "Are you gonna Uber?" And I was like, "Uber." And it's gonna be up £2.50 Uber. Why am I gonna Uber?
Yeah, you live right there. You
I
can
might
walk,
Uber.
especially now it's night.
Right.
But see the thing.
Yeah. No, it's
Well,
nice.
Brett, what you should tell that, I don't know if you know, like that story you told about the kid in school or whatever, but like he should use my hamster got married instead of died, because he can use the married one like 100 times. The hamster just keeps getting divorced and remarried. Like, and I got to go to another hamster wedding.
Yeah, it's she's basic. No, so basically, the story could be my hamster. She married an old hamster, and then inherited its carrots when it died, and then she married the next old one and inherited its carrots. She ended up having like loads of different hamster homes and holiday home here and there. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I like the wedding one. It's just a slag.
Well, we're now talking about hamsters.
She's a fucking
Arch, new low.
The comments are all.
Yep, our show is at a new low.
I don't think what they are.
You're talking about hamster marriage. Okay, here you go. Liz's excuse was she took a huge jump and broke the toilet. That's solid.
Brian knows that.
I broke the
Brian
toilet.
knows
It happens all the time.
Also, that
I broke the toilet when I was on a loo once.
Don't talk about toilets, Brett. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I told you that story, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes, you have told
Don't do
everybody
it.
that story.
Oh my gosh.
hot button issue. Toilets.
That's a good excuse, though, Liz. You're number 2 now. You're number 2 fan.
Okay, she's moved up to
One
number
more,
2.
Liz.
Yeah.
You're one more way.
One more
Yeah,
good
the only way is
comment
up.
away from being at the top.
Yeah. You still got like 20 some minutes in the episode, Liz. You can quick make another witty comment and we'll move you up to number 1. Anywho, so let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any like going through here. There's so many comments. Jeez, like thank you everybody who's watching
I love
our show.
So many comments.
Oh yeah, Cody did say, "Hey Queens."
Hey, cow.
Yep.
Hey,
You're
Cal.
gonna get blocked next.
we're
I'm getting blocked.
our show's about to get canceled because we called Cody a
Brett has,
cow.
Brett has left the show. It's because of course it's great.
Oh my god. Too funny. And I think let's see. Yeah, so I'm trying to see if there's any more questions in the comments to ask Logan. If not, then we could probably just ask him something ourselves. So I was going to ask earlier to you. I know we talked so far. We talked about like bad experiences and then good experiences, and so I was going to ask like, how did, I don't know if this is like an easy question to answer or not, but like how exactly did the pandemic affect like your restaurant in general? Like, I know obviously things were closed for a while and like capacity and things like that, but like, is there anything else like behind closed doors of like someone, obviously someone like me who doesn't work for you or work with you just is like, oh, his restaurant has less capacity. Like, it's common knowledge. But like, what's something like behind closed doors that we don't know that your restaurant might have been affected because of COVID?
I mean, I think just kind of like the biggest thing is like through the pandemic, like we lost a lot of people because they like didn't feel safe working or X, Y, and Z. And now that we're kind of like opening back up and stuff, like we are having like it's hard to like find people who want to work. Especially with like the unemployment, like extra money and stuff. And it's definitely, this is everywhere. So like any restaurant you go to, if they're short staffed, it's not because they're not trying. But, we were down at one point to like 25, 30 team members because we kind of like, we had to lay people off and we couldn't schedule that many people. So, there was a good side of it that kind of group became like super close and became like kind of like a family, I guess you could say. But it's just like kind of coming out of it, it's so hard to find people who want to work with this extra unemployment money. Mm-hmm. It's stressful.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the biggest thing. So that's every restaurant.
So when you had your full team of staff, because you're saying you had 25 or 30 when you sort of afterward sort of people leave and stuff, how many did you have before?
Roughly about like 80 to 85.
Holy fuck!
God, and this is one restaurant.
Yeah.
How big is your restaurant? Like shopping mall size? Like that's a lot.
Shopping mall. Not all 85 people were working at the same time.
Obviously, but like that's still quite a lot of people though. Even if you let's say got a quarter on at a time, that's still quite a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess you've got cooks, you've got cleaning and stuff, you've got like that's true, waiters.
Yeah, I mean,
you've got the
like
hosts.
I used to run, like 5 hosts and like 16 servers and like 3 bartenders. So like there was a lot of, people, but it just like made it, we needed it. So,
yeah.
But
wow. I couldn't even, I wouldn't even, I mean, if you would have been like, 25, 30 people is like normal, I'd be like, okay, I can see that. Yeah. You go into a restaurant, you like Brett just said, like, there's obviously cooks and servers and hostesses and bartenders, like all that stuff. But then it's like, now you think of that and you're like, okay, that's 25 people right there, at least, if not more. Then if that's all you have, and those people are working like all the time, like they're not switching with somebody else, getting days off or whatever, because you only have that many people. So I bet
they were loving the money though. I bet they were loving the money though.
Oh yeah.
Working all the time.
Oh yeah.
It was nice because like we changed our hours too. So like we used to close super late. Like we would close at like midnight, 1 o'clock, and now like during the pandemic we were closing at like 9. So it was like kind of nice. It's a nice break.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, I mean, it's, like I said, just so many people over the course of that, just kind of like either didn't feel safe working or, didn't want to work and just sat at home and made extra $600 a week.
Yeah. I can see that. I could see. I mean, but like, I would probably just, I have like, aside from you, like, have other friends. Like, again, I don't want to like, I'm not going to put anyone's names or like who they work for out there because I don't want anyone to get in trouble. But like other friends who work in, and not even like food, but like other industries that were still, even though like there may be reduced capacity or like there was lockdown or like to go or whatever, like and whether it was a grocery store, restaurant, whatever, like who have been working this whole entire time because they're an essential worker, and I just couldn't imagine the service industry, since we are talking about that, working in that during this pandemic and having those people who are already Karens to begin with. And now you add this pandemic where it's like you have to wear a mask. You have to do, like if you're going to come to a restaurant, distance, sit while you're eating, like all these new rules because of the pandemic. So they're already assholes to begin with. And you add that on top of it, especially the ones, who don't want to wear masks, who don't think COVID's a real thing and blah, blah, blah. And then to come to the restaurant, like I'd be scared to work just because like those idiots are the ones who are fucking spreading the COVID who have it because they don't think it's real.
Yeah.
So now they're coming in and they're touching things, and who knows if they're like dumb. It's scary because who knows if they're dumb enough to come to you and start coughing on you or something like that. You don't know. So I could see people not wanting to work during this time because there's so many fucking idiots and Karens out there.
Yeah, and like I said, I've had to
and that's just the Trump family.
That part. But what were we going to say, Logan?
I was going to say, yeah, I had to pull masks all the time. And, people, even now, because Pennsylvania's opening to, 75%, I have people calling in and saying, oh, can you take my party of 50? I'm like, guys,
crap.
Still in the middle of a pandemic. It's not today. No, we can't. We still have to follow guidelines.
Yeah, exactly.
How many people can you have at one go in your restaurant?
Yeah.
Huh?
So, right now, at 50%, it's around 120 total.
At one time.
Your restaurant is massive.
It's a good size.
Wow.
Yeah. But what people don't understand is
our restaurants.
Well, I think what people don't understand is that, because obviously I don't work, service industry as far as working in a restaurant, but being a drag queen, you're in restaurants, bars, clubs, things like that. So you're working in that atmosphere. I'm not serving, obviously I'm performing or whatever, but I'm still in there. And then what people understand is sure, the capacity is this many people. So yeah, there'll be plenty enough room for me and my party of whatever to go eat. But they don't understand that a capacity in the building, whether there's a pandemic or not, includes who's working in the building as well. So if you've got bartenders, servers, cooks, cleaners, the manager, for me, when I'm at a club performing as a drag queen, I am working there because I'm getting paid by the venue to be there and perform. So I'm a worker. So I'm included in that number as well with the workers. I'm included in the number with the workers, which is included as well with the total capacity, which is now 50%, 20, 75, whatever it may be during COVID. So it's and people don't understand that. They're oh, your restaurant looks like it's not busy. Why can't we sit? Well, because we're at capacity already. You may not think we are, but we are because our workers and stuff are included in that total number of people.
Yeah. People just don't see that or understand it. And, I say it time and time again. I wish everybody worked in the service industry at one point or another so they truly understand what goes on behind the scenes, because everybody thinks that it's easy and a monkey could do the job, which really they can't. But it's I don't have a college education, but I make more money than you.
Yeah. So crazy. Amber just commented, and she said,
but I'm of the opinion though.
She said, "Gosh, I miss Stevens." Girl, me too. Those shows were the best. Ugh. Miss performing at those shows.
Even having worked in the service industry myself, it's I still have a high level of expectations for those that are waiting on me. So obviously it's, the expectation I have if I'm going into a restaurant or receiving food from a delivery service, whatever, I'm still expecting the best. Right. So I can imagine that with most employees that work in the restaurant industry now, especially in the United States, because they're working for tips, I'm sure they're pay has been really cut because of it, right?
Yes and no. I mean, like for my team, like we are running with less like service and stuff, so they're actually making good money because we're doing like 75% of the sales that we were doing at 100%, which is awesome. Because takeouts really increased and stuff like that, but it's very hit or miss, and that's also why it's so hard to find people who want to be servers because it's so inconsistent. Like you're not making an hourly rate that is going to pay your bills.
Yeah,
so it makes sense. But with the whole essential worker thing, like in the beginning of the pandemic, I understand they wanted to keep people at home and not working and whatnot, so they were paying this extra money, but now they need to start paying essential workers this extra money.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a crazy times we're in, and I'm just hoping that with that, especially with the vaccines and going forward, like things just get better. Like not only for like your restaurant and the people who you work with and the service industry in general, but for everyone, like because it's been crazy, that's for sure.
It's definitely mentally exhausting too, for everybody through this whole thing. But especially being in that environment and having to deal with all this stuff. Like the worst, I would say probably like the worst day through that was Mother's Day. It was awful.
Oh my God.
We were doing takeout only. Every restaurant that I know of struggled because a lot of the full service restaurants, they're not equipped to do this level of takeout volume. It's such a different monster to be able to execute takeout versus dine-in.
Yeah. Well, because I'm sure, like, I'm trying to think of something like that's like, like obviously, like if you go to a restaurant, you order soup or something, like now you have to like package this soup and deliver it to someone's house, or either have them come and pick it up, whichever it may be, delivery or takeout. So it's like now you're like having to get containers and stuff to like package soup and stuff like that, as opposed before you could just like stick it in a bowl.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Well, and that's the other thing too is like with takeout, you have one chance to get it right.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is people don't understand. Like I kind of said earlier, like if you get takeout or delivery from a restaurant, like it's not going to be steaming hot when you get it. It's not. Because especially if it's like somebody like DoorDash or Grubhub, like they're probably going to another stop before they come to your house.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
And was your restaurant equipped to prior to the pandemic? Was your restaurant equipped to deal with a volume of takeout, or was it mainly just eat-in?
It was mostly just eat-in. Like before the pandemic, like on a Saturday night, for example, I would only have maybe like 2 or 3 takeout people on, but like now I run like 8 because just the volume of it is incredible. Like a week I'm doing 15 to 20 grand in takeout sales.
Wow,
that's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's definitely a different ball game for sure. And yeah, I mean, like I said, you get one chance. So like if you miss a dressing or a side, then that's it.
Yeah, but
not
now
coming back.
Yeah. Well, now that like obviously, like I'm speaking these terms, I guess, for as far as capacity and things like that from the state of Pennsylvania. So I know, like, obviously we are upping, like, starting this week, like you'll be at 75% capacity and things like that. So like now, before it switches to that, like just now, today, like, are you still doing more sales and takeout, or are you doing more in indoor dining, or is it like equal?
We're doing more in indoor dining. Like takeout's kind of like starting to level off as like people feel more comfortable coming out. So there's definitely more people like coming out to eat now, which is good. But yeah, I mean, we're still doing a lot in takeout because we use a lot of third party and stuff for ours. So like, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we're still busy.
That's good. That's good. Well, at least you were able to like still, be busy and still, even though you like, yeah, even though you had to switch to takeout, instead of like in dining. Especially when this whole pandemic started. At least your restaurants didn't like tank or anything. You know what I mean? You were still able to.
Yeah, I'm very thankful that not a lot changed, kind of like for my position. So the restaurant's still standing, we're still operating, and it's still
good. Let's see. Oh gosh. So let me see. There's some comments here. Oh, Liz asks, "Why are you ignoring me?" Laughing my ass off because she said, "If you have more than 3 people at a time, it's called oh, never mind. You can say it, orgy. We all love them. It's fine. You can say it."
here.
So, so if anyone else is watching, I know we're coming near the end of the show, but if you have any more comments or questions to address to us or Logan, pop them in the comments and I'll read them. Brett, Jeremy, do you guys have anything else you want to ask Logan or talk about in general?
No, we pretty much hit it.
Jeremy's like, nope, done, bye, I'm out.
He's like, it's past my bedtime.
Nope,
Jeremy
done,
has
bye.
left the chat.
Yeah. Jeremy's like, show's over, see ya, bitches.
No, I was reading comments, so it was
Yeah. Shit. Logan, what you said, it's past his bedtime.
yeah.
So Liz Clayton Brown says, I have to go. Happy Easter. I love you all. Oh, we love you, Liz.
Love you, Liz. Who's
Thank
Liz?
you for watching.
Have a lovely evening, Liz.
We loved all your crazy comments that you left us today. So yeah. Anywho, oh, I forgot this one, Brett. This is for you earlier. Mikey said, "Come on, lighting in the new place." LOL.
Yes, so Mikey helped me move the other day, and we were like, oh, and we clicked on the lights, it's like, ooh, fancy lights.
Literally, it's so much brighter in the new place.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm coming to visit. I'll be right over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will get my bucket. I will go for a piss on the bucket, so when you knock on my front door, just chuck the bucket of piss out the window.
Ah! How dare! I'm going to burn your fucking house down then, bitch.
Go on then, bitch. You better watch out you're not in it, though, because the amount of hairspray you use, you'll probably go right up.
There's no hairspray in my hair right now. I'm not going to wear a wig to your place. I'm going to come as is.
Literally, Scarlett will just turn up with, like, I don't know, like, literally a petrol and a lighter and just chuck it through the door.
You could. Some of those wigs are huge. There's some big Karen hair that I have. So.
Yeah.
Scarlett is the ultimate Karen.
Hair.
Oh,
Cloth
no.
bangs and all.
That's it. I'm gonna style some kind of Karen wig with like just bangs and like it's all spiky in the back and
Please.
blown out.
I will buy it. I'll buy it for you.
Yes. And then bring what did you say, Brett? They have their little dog. What kind of dogs did you say?
A Yorkshire Terrier. I'll show you it.
Oh yeah, and it's in their purse. And they're just like carrying their purse around like with their like little.
I wouldn't say it's in their purse. It's quite big for a purse.
Is it really? Oh, I'm thinking of like maybe like a teacup dog or
Thinking
something.
like yeah.
Like a small. I think of Paris Hilton. Her dog in her bag. Oh yeah.
Oh, they're horrible dogs. They're assholes. They're like
That's totally a Karen dog.
Oh yeah, they look like a Karen, anyways.
That's what they do.
The way their hair is, they look like a Karen. Oh my gosh.
For real.
York. There was something I wanted to read. Somebody had left a comment. Amber did. She said, the school district I work for, she said she's a, what do you call them? A lunch lady? Is that how you say it?
Dinner lady.
Politically,
A dinner, I guess, a dinner
Politically
lady.
correct.
A chef. A school chef. That's probably the PC.
Oh yeah,
word.
we're gonna call you a school chef,
Yeah.
Amber, because we don't want to call you a lunch lady. That's not very nice. 'Cause that's what we called them when I was in school. I don't know if they still call them that or not. Because I don't have any like young like cousins. Like all my cousins are old now. God, I feel old. But
You'll
she
be
said,
getting your pension soon.
what's that?
You'll be getting your pension soon.
No, that's Jeremy, not me. I'm not that old. But she said the school district I work for, it's crazy. So much more money is going into food service due to everything being packaged, throw away, ketchup, mayo, mustard, etc. Single serve packets.
Yeah.
Well, I could see
So
that.
don't if it's. But if they're having a dinner at home, surely parents have mustard, ketchup. Why don't schools just? I guess to be fair, if there's a food fight, literally there'll be mustard and mayo flying everywhere.
How is that?
So I can understand why they do
point.
single sort of things. Yeah.
A food thing. But I feel like
Well, waste of money though. So that's my doorbell going off. I don't know if you can hear it.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, I'm guessing like that was something I did want to ask. So like, did you notice like you were wasting more food or not in your restaurant when the pandemic started, Logan?
I mean, wasting food. I wouldn't say wasting food. I would definitely because for us, we adjust our bars based on trends. So when the pandemic changed and stuff, we kind of adjusted with it. But kind of like she was saying, we use a lot of single serve stuff because otherwise we'd have to literally sanitize everything. So definitely single serve use, ketchup packets and stuff like that is definitely a big cost for us.
Yeah, that's it. Brett, what she just commented, she said we do at schools, but we usually use pumps where everyone touches. Now you can't do that because Brett,
no, especially with kids.
Yeah,
When they
Brett, when we
no.
Yeah, Brett, when we were in elementary school and things like that, they had the big, with the pumps for ketchup and stuff. But what Logan was just saying, if you have those and everyone's pumping out, touching it to pump out ketchup onto their fries or something, before the next person goes sanitize, that would take forever.
Yeah.
We used to have it where it used to be like a beer pump, so you used to put your cup there and you used to be just do that. And the amount of ketchup we used to waste because everyone used to just stand there and just do it all day long.
Oh man, that's
literally. We used to get in so much trouble because we used to waste it, and because we used to chuck it over people as well.
One of those kids, huh?
Literally, but I was always a person since school age that was very weird about germs and stuff. I remember when the pandemic started, they were everyone needs to wash their hands. I'm who's not washing their fucking hands now? That's disgusting. You should always wash your hands. And maybe it's because I went from being a germy person to then working in healthcare, and I'm my knuckles are dry and chafing in the damn fucking summer because I'm washing my hands that much. And in the winter months, it's worse. They're raw and bleeding because I'm like always washing my hands, sanitizing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, literally. Well, but Brett, when you work in like, for example, like I used to work in like an ER, so like literally like every 5 minutes I was.
Yeah, but would you not be wearing gloves?
Yeah, I would, but as someone who like not only was like a germaphobe, but like worked in a hospital, as soon as I took the gloves off, we had to anyway. We had to wash hands. So like it was just in my mind that like I always am washing my hands. So then the pandemic comes and they're like, yeah, wash your hands. I'm like, again, who the fuck isn't washing their hands? Nasty. Like, so I could imagine like in school, I mean, I was more of like, when I bought lunches, I always bought stuff that was single serve packets because I was like, I ain't touching that fucking giant thing of ketchup. I don't know who touched it last, where their hands were. Like, no, ma'am.
You do this. I can imagine you being that kid at school being like, "Hi, yeah, I want to see the head chef."
Yeah. Hi. Do you know who I am?
I want to see the canteen manager.
I walk into the lunchroom with a whole like team of people behind me. I sit down at one table with myself, and they all start cooking food for me. That bougie.
You would try that.
Yeah, you would.
I would. Like the Chanel's, we all sit down, have my cotton ball, dip the ketchup.
Done. Look.
Done. I'm done with lunch. Thank you all. Bye.
Dismissed.
Dismissed. You're done. Oh my gosh. So I guess if unless there's anything else, let me see in the comments. Amber just called me a bougie Karen. Listen, I am not a Karen at all.
Bougie, yes.
Bougie, yes.
Let's
for
address
sure.
the bougie part. Yes, very much. Karen, not at all. Like, no. Like, I am not like. I know what it's like to, because again, I've never worked in like service industry, restaurants, things like that. But I have a lot of friends and family who do, and obviously today's episode just added the cherry on top to stories that they have to deal with working in the service industry. So I would never go into a restaurant or anywhere in general to another to a service industry worker and be a complete asshole to them. I just couldn't do it. Like, at the end of the day, they're just trying to do their job to pay their bills. Like, I'm trying to do my job to pay my bills. So let them be nice to each other. So be kind to everybody. Why can't we all just be kind to one another?
But I still have that like level of expectation that I was saying earlier. There is that level of like customer service I expect. So for somebody like me, I'm only speaking for myself. That's like if leaving a tip is predicated on the quality of service, of course the tip is going to reflect. But I'm still going to leave a tip.
Yeah.
I'll still leave a tip. But
oh yeah, I mean, like
maybe not.
Servers only make $2.83 an hour. Like they don't.
How many? How much?
$2.83
an hour.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's bad. That's bad. Is that what the? So they must rely on tips. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely, Brett. In America, that's like we talked about it before.
It's like.
Well, we talked about it before with like
at least 8 quid an hour, 10 quid an hour, plus tips if you get tips. Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah.
Like in Australia, you get like $26 an hour, but then they don't get paid for that.
Jesus.
Well, Brett, it was like
that's Australian dollars though. So that's probably like 16 American dollars. Still a lot.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, but still, Brett, like it was like kind of how we talked before about like with me doing drag. Sometimes it's like sure the club will be like, oh, we're gonna give you this much money to come and perform, but most of the times I make more money in tips than I do getting paid to perform.
But then that's
because,
I can imagine that's probably true.
It's part of like just that whole
industry as well.
The service industry, the entertainment, like stuff like that. Like here in America anyway, like we're speaking for in America, like you make more money like in tips than you do the actual pay.
Yeah.
So, but well, I think we are nearing the end of the show, and obviously we're not getting any more comments, or should I say any more questions in the comments. So we will start to wrap up. Everyone who is watching this and who will watch in the future, we want to say Happy Easter. You guys can find us and follow us on the following platforms. Our Facebook is @AcrossThePondOfficial, /1 at the end. You can follow us on YouTube to watch our videos there as well. Our YouTube page is https://rb.gy/IQZMSN. You can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram is @AcrossThePondOfficial, all one word. Follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter is @A, T, P, 0, then FFICIAL. And lastly, you can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts. Our podcast is called Across the Pond Official. And if you would like to be part of our show as a guest, if there was a question you wanted to ask but you couldn't during the live stream, or you have a topic you would like us to discuss in the future, you can email us. Our email is acrossthepond11@outlook.com. So with that being said, we'll go around the room. Logan, as our guest, you can go first. Any thing else you'd like to say to our viewers, to the people who are going to watch in the future?
I just be patient with people, be kind to people, and don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Amen. Don't be a dick. Jeremy?
No, I thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to be able to change the title of the YouTube channel and have it more personalized. And we need 100 subscribers to do that. Other than that, just stay safe for the week, and we'll see you next week.
Brett, what about you?
Well, thank you for a great episode. Thank you, Logan, for joining us. I don't know what else to say, really. Have a good week. Stay safe. Have a good rest of your Easter weekend. Yeah, see you next week.
Yes. Yeah, kind of just what everyone else said. Logan, thank you for being a guest. It was nice having you talking about restaurants and service industry. Obviously, thank you to Brett and Jeremy for doing this every week. Thank you to Ted and WLFE Radio for having our show on your radio station. Thank you to all of our viewers who watch, whether it be live or after. Thank you all for watching. And to everyone else out there, be kind to one another. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wash your ass, and continue to wear your mask and distance. And if you can, get vaccinated, and let's send Miss Rona packing, because we all done with that bitch, for real. So until next week, bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining the Boys of Across the Pond. Join them again next Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK time.
WLFE DB Radio is on Spotify with all its great shows like Across the Pond, Inside the Drag Closet, Step into the Paranormal, Just Cindy, Where's My Sage, Unfiltered Talks with Bryce, Metal Mayhem ROC, Paratalk Radio, Real Talk with Dom, and more. So download the Spotify app today to stay connected to all your WLFE DB Radio shows.